Yes, we ended up getting a new car. Well, not a new car, a second-hand car, but the old one was just kept breaking and then costing money to repair, so we just bit the bullet and ended up getting another one. So yeah, man, it's just a nice car. I'm really happy with this, like old Land Rover, nice and robust, so it's all good. Need to pick up some wall mounts for the sound panels. I'm finally getting around to putting those up, and I might see if I can get a couple of other bits because it's still quite echoey in the studio. I'm pretty sure you've heard it's still like super echoey. Bitch, we ain't worried about these. Yeah, today I'm out here. I'm gonna do like I think I'm feeling like I haven't done another rant, like, you know, for mainly selling beats. Just coming up with something that's, you know, valuable for you guys in terms of just selling beats and a quick, you know, just a quick little strategy that's helped me along the way. So yeah, probably I'm gonna think something up today and definitely do that. I've dropped a free webinar. And it's available. I'm toying at the idea of just making it available altogether, but in the meantime, it's available for the next 3 or 4 days. Some huge gems. Someone's hammering downstairs. It's like a 45-minute long webinar. I go into a whole bunch of detail and I highlight the 3 biggest mistakes that I see producers making. So if you want to go on enroll on that, I'll drop the link down below and I'll pin a comment or something to the video. Oh my God, stop hammering. Totally free. There's no funny business. All you gotta do is put your email in and you are good to go. Completely messed that last note. Fucking hell. Big, and like, I don't see a lot of videos about this. I see a lot of, like, you know, tips and tricks on how to do stuff and how to grow and sell beats and all that kind of stuff. But I've just thought this today, and like it is actually quite important. And I wanted to kind of give you a couple of reasons as to why people ignore you. Sounds harsh, but like we all know, like we reach out to rappers, we reach out to artists, and we DM people, and they just totally ignore us. And there's a few reasons why that's happening, and I've made these mistakes myself. It's super common, especially if you're just starting out, you know, DMing people. And I think there's a few reasons why this happens, and a lot of it you can just fix yourself. It's got nothing to do with them ignoring you. It's just how you put yourself out there and how you put yourself in front of people. So the first reason, and probably one of the biggest reasons, I mean, all of these are important actually, but the first reason is that you just come across a bit sort of weird and too professional when you reach out to people. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. If you're on SoundCloud, Instagram, or Twitter, or wherever you're reaching out to people, just be super casual. You know, like, you're on a social media platform, so when you reach out to people, you don't want to sound like a corporate business. You know, you don't want to be like, hey bro, I have industry quality beats, you can download or purchase beats at da-da-da. You just sound like a salesman that goes knocking on people's doors, you know, for a 9-to-5 job. Like, that's just not how you want to come across, because they don't, like, if somebody did that to you, you just ignore them straight away. Like, let's be honest with yourself. If somebody came to you, you know, you probably had this as well. Like, if somebody sends you one of those automated DMs where they say, I can give you cartoon work, you know, these are my rates. I can turn you into a cartoon. These are my prices. Like, it could work for some. I don't know how people get on with that, but I know for me, if I reach out to somebody saying that I have industry quality beats and, you know, I have professional beats, buy them here, like, I don't get replies. Like, I've tried it, I literally tried it for a day and it didn't work, so I just stopped doing it. So when you're reaching out to people, you just have to be casual. Just be like, hey bro, I heard this song, I heard whatever song that they've just released, you know, I really like this about the song. I'd love to work with you on something. Can I send some beats to your email? Like, that's it. Or can I send some beats through? Just super casual, you know, no sort of business orientated type talk. Just literally just ask them if you can send them beats. That's literally what you want to do. So just ask them if you can send them beats. You know, you don't want to try and come across as like a sneaky salesman. So just be honest and genuine, and I promise you that will get more replies straight away. That's the thing you can start doing today, and it will help. Now the next thing is your page. Like, this is a huge one, and I do get DMs regularly of people saying, you know, like, people just aren't buying my beats. I've used all the strategies that you've explained in your YouTube videos, and I'm not getting any sales. And I'd take a look at your Instagram page, and your profile picture is like just a logo, or like a bland logo, or just like some initials. Your profile description, you know, at the top of like Instagram, has nothing in it, and the content that you're posting just isn't. So specifically for Instagram, like, that's where the majority of the DMs come from. And I check your page, and the content just is nothing. It's just an overused picture that people use for a type beat, with your beat in the background, or there's just a picture with a lot of text over it, or like just a random clip of it's just not a nice looking profile. And I know that sounds like, you know, a bit crap, but let's face facts. Instagram is a visual platform. So if you're going to post on Instagram, make sure that you're posting good content. Just post a nice, good looking picture, a good like video of you making a beat, just a selfie video of you saying something inspirational or something valuable, there's something that you just learned or something like that, and make a ton of that content. You know, don't just make 2 or 3 posts and think that you're done for the whole of the year. Keep that content coming, make that a daily routine of putting out really good content. And I guarantee you, when you start to reach out to people and you're casual about reaching out to them and just ask, you know, if you can get some working with them, they're going to see your message. Most times they check, like, I know I do this. When someone sends me a DM, I check their page first and see what they're about, and then I reply to them. I do my best to reply to everybody, because a lot of them are just producers. But if you're reaching out to them, if they have the leverage, which if you're wanting to send them beats, then they have the leverage. If you're wanting to do that, then make sure that your profile looks good as well. Make sure that you actually care about your page, because the first thing they're going to do before they reply is check out your page. If they see that you're kind of serious about what you're doing, then they're way more likely to reply. Okay, so just work on your content first. Okay, that's really really important. Now the last one, and this is kind of like a mindset type thing, and it's just self-confidence. And this sounds really like cliche, but you have to be confident in your product. Okay, what's the point in trying to push a product out that you don't actually feel confident about? And maybe you sort of got caught in a wrong period. You know, like, there's lots of, you know, selling beats guides out at the moment. There's lots of selling beats tutorials, and, you know, how to, you know, make money selling beats and all that kind of stuff. And maybe like you've been exposed to that stuff and you've only been making beats for a few months. If you've only been making beats for a few months, and you know, and let's be honest with yourself, deep down, everybody knows if whatever they're making is good or not. Like, you have to be really honest with yourself. Try not to take a whole lot of fake praise, or like the praise that everybody gives you or your parents give you, or try not to take that to heart and just think, you know, well, that must mean that everyone's gonna want to buy my beats. Just be honest with yourself. And if your beats aren't there yet, if you've only been making beats for like 2 or 3 months, unless you're amazingly talented, 2 months of making beats isn't going to equate to you being a Grammy nominated producer. It just isn't. You know, you have to spend time doing this. Spend a year, 2 years just developing your sound. Just get, you know, really really good at making beats, get the mixing on point, get the sound selection on point, and it does take time. And meanwhile, you know, keep posting content, post on your SoundCloud, make sure you're uploading beats all the time, because with that consistency of uploading and practicing and making beats, then you'll actually start to get feedback, and you'll actually probably start getting a few sales in along that way. And then at that point, you'll be like, okay, I'm not actually doing anything marketing wise, but I'm actually getting sales. You know, now I can start like pushing my beats and actually start reaching out to people directly and pushing my beats out there, because I promise you that will significantly improve your chances of actually getting a sale. Because like, at the end of the day, no one's gonna buy a beat they don't like. So make sure that your beats are, not everybody's gonna like every single beat, but make sure that the beats that you're making, that you are super confident in them. Like you just have to be confident, you know, because it's gonna show in how you reach out to people. It's gonna show, you know, you kind of know what you're doing, but you're not 100%. It's gonna come across in the way you speak to people. So you just have to build that confidence, and it takes time to build it up. Like I'm not gonna beat around the bush and say you can do it in a day. You really can't do that. Like I've been doing this for 5 years now, like properly, I think 4 or 5 years. I've been doing it for a little while as a hobby before, and then I just kind of tried to knuckle down with it. Took an absolute ton of rejection for 2 years, 2.5 years, made 0 sales, and then I started getting results and started posting videos and stuff like you've seen recently. So just take the time out and build that confidence first. It really helps. So yeah, there's those 3 reasons why you're getting ignored. And for me, because I run this kind of channel where I'm trying to like be helpful and send tutorials, I'll reply to as many people as I can. But rappers and artists that don't do what I'm trying to do, that they're just trying to, you know, get in the music industry and they're all about the music, then they're probably not going to reply to you if you don't come correct, you know. So just make sure you're coming correct, and you will get more replies. Okay. Boom. Rant over.